Sterling Holmes, the fan sided and stacking the box, joined now by four-time Pro Bowler, Offensive Player of the Year, and most likely the last dude anyone wants to tackle, Derrick Henry. Derrick, how are you?
Hey, what's up, man? I'm doing good, and I'm glad y'all have me on today. So
Of
doing good.
course, I want to give a huge shout out to Pepsi as well, as Pepsi is celebrating the return of the new NFL season in the highly anticipated theatrical release of Gladiator 2. And they're doing it with a short film. It's going to electrify game days for cola lovers and NFL fans alike. You're in it. It's a star-studded cast. It's you, Megan Thee Stallion, Travis Kelce, Josh Allen. Tell us more about this experience for you.
Yeah, Pepsi has a campaign of make your game day epic to kick off the 2024 season, and I was blessed and fortunate enough to be in the commercial with Josh Allen, Justin Jefferson, Travis Kelce, and Meg Thee Stallion. But I think it's going to be very cool. We got to do the whole Gladiator thing, with Gladiator 2 coming out, and I know everybody's seen the first Gladiator, so hopefully I did a good enough job to earn a role in Gladiator 3. I felt like I did. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I think it's a great campaign, and I was thankful that Pepsi chose me to be a part of the campaign with Make Your Game Day Epic. Meg Thee Stallion has the new remix, "We Will Rock You." So yeah, man, I'm excited to everybody to see that, and I thought it was very cool to be a part of, and I can't wait for it to come out on game day. Hopefully, I'll score before they show it, but either way it goes, it's gonna be cool.
Were you trash talking any of those guys at all? You're like, okay, Travis, I see you week one. Let me trash talk you. Josh, come on now. You're now with the Ravens. Derek, you got to start trash talking these AFC guys.
No, not. We didn't really trash talk. Really, just having fun. Being in the moment. That was such a cool, gladiator theme thing to be a part of. I think we were just having fun, make sure we were all doing the best we could to, get this thing the way they wanted it to be.
Yeah. Obviously, a big storyline. Obviously, in the NFL, you are heading to Baltimore. You're getting paired with Lamar Jackson, a absolute nightmare for defenses. How has this transition been? I mean, you were with Tennessee for the entirety of your career. Now it's a new team. What has that been like for you?
It's been fun. It's a new chapter for me, beginning a new era. I felt like me being in Baltimore was eventually going to happen, and it was something that was going to be a part of my journey at some point. And glad that it's happened now, and glad to be a part of this squad, this organization, and L Lamar's a dynamic player, so being beside him, we want to defense to have nightmares when they play against us. So
I would say they probably will. Who's taking the ball? You, Lamar, defensive ends. This has to be an absolute nightmare for those guys. They're going to need to rock that gladiator armor. That's going to have to be something they need because bringing y'all down going to be tough. I know you've already had some epic battles against the Chiefs when you were with the Titans, right? There's been a lot of back and forth there, but you're playing them week one. How much are you looking forward to playing the back-to-back Super Bowl champions, trying to make a stamp of, if you will, of your emergence, your comeback to Baltimore here?
yeah, I just feel like it's the best kickoff possible for me is starting with a new team, a whole new journey, and then being the first game of the season on Thursday night at night in Arrowhead, where it's going to be electric like it always is. Playing like you said, back to back Super Bowl champs. And got a lot of respect for their body of work and what they accomplished over these years. So it's definitely gonna be a battle. I'm definitely excited and can't wait to get started.
Your high school numbers have taken on just legendary status. You ran for over 1,200 yards. Was the play back then in high school just give you the rock every single time? And how many broken tackles would you estimate you had in high school?
Yeah, I mean that was that was pretty much it. Give me the ball and run left, run right, run up the middle, whatever it took to score and for us to win. But I had some good teammates that did a great job blocking while I was in high school. And as far as the tackles, I couldn't even. I don't think I ever kept count of that. I'm sure it's a lot though, for sure.
Uh, is there one dude in the NFL that when you meet in the hole, you're like, man, I wish it was someone else? Is there one guy? I mean, you typically get the best of everyone, but is there one guy that you're like, you know what? I hate meeting that guy in the hole.
Yeah, I've given some licks and definitely took some. took some big hits as well. There's some vicious guys in the league that can tackle. But I feel like Devontae David, well, he's one of the top guys as far as like being around the ball and making tackles consistently week after week. So
Yeah.
he's one of those guys.
For the more analytical crowd, right? We're learning more and more. The NFL, they're starting to get more of that baseball crowd, the numbers crowd at times. Some of the fans, some of the media. I
Mhm.
always try and push back on this a little bit. I talk with Emmett Smith about this a whole bunch. How the game is very cyclical, right? How it went from running backs being the focal point of offenses, then it's quarterbacks. Well, at some point it might be going back to the running back way. But when those analytical folks talk about, the running backs don't matter, what is your response to those people?
I mean that's just where the game's at right now. But I feel like the teams that have a bell cow, a bell cow, a guy who's a difference maker, they you got to feed him. They're going to continue to feed him. I think he's a difference maker, for that team, especially you can run the ball consistently, and you're having success week after week. So you definitely need to run it back to have production. I mean. Of course, anybody can run the ball, but I feel like you have somebody who's elite and who does it at a consistent basis at a high level week after week, then it's just what it is, and you can't run from it. I know they try to devalue the position, but I feel like the running back position still holds a whole lot of value, and I feel like guys will continue to show that at the position who's at the top of the league right now.
Well, and I think it's kind of going back more towards the running backs, at least the next couple of seasons, with it being such a pass happy league. You're looking at linebackers. Well, what are traits that coaches are wanting more of? They want
Mm.
more coverage traits. Well, what
Yeah,
does
yeah.
that mean? A lot of lighter linebackers. What's that
No,
mean
you're
for
right.
guys like
You
for
are
you
definitely
guys?
you're definitely right. You are definitely right about that.
And so I think there's it's always cyclical, and I'm excited to see how the running back position you know goes forward in the next couple of seasons. Obviously, when you had that 2,000 yard season, that was just ridiculous. Was that a goal you set for yourself? Did you know at some point, week 14, this is what I'm trying to hit, or was it just something that just naturally happened?
I mean, of course, as a running back, in this league, you want to do it at the highest level. And I used to always joke around and say that I remember 2,000 yards, and that was something I always wanted to do, which I didn't know for sure it would happen. But when I was able to get that close and then for it to happen, man, it was a surreal moment knowing that only 8 have done it, and I'm a part of that group. And yeah, God is good, and I've had some exceptional teammates to help me accomplish that, and some great coaches along the way as well.
Yeah. How hard is it for you no longer being in Tennessee? I was it Jeffrey Simmons had that emotional coming out, was the preseason game, just that emotion right there, realizing that you're not running out alongside him. How hard is that for you?
Yeah, I mean, but there 8 years, always have love for the organization and everybody in that organization, because a lot has happened through those 8 years and me growing as a person and a player, and will always be thankful for, that organization, the city of Nashville, and the whole community. And yeah, I mean, I was doing good and been having fun here and haven't really thought about it much. When I saw that video, I was like, dang, man, I miss my guy, my boy Jeffrey. We always come out of the locker room probably the last ones before pregame. But yeah, but that's still my brother, and we still talk to this day.
Yeah. Have you ever wanted to catch more balls out of the backfield? Like, I know you're known more as obviously run the football. And in Tennessee, you always had a third down back or more of that pass catching back there with you. But is that something you've ever wanted to incorporate more in the game? Is it something where you're going to Coach Harbaugh going, hey, I know I didn't do that in Tennessee. Give me a chance here. Have you ever pushed for that more?
Oh yeah, definitely. I always embrace the opportunity to be able to catch the ball in the backfield, so I can, showcase that. And I love doing it anyway. So anytime I get opportunity to catch the ball, they put the pass play for me. I'll be like, really? Let's go. I'm excited. So heck yeah, man. I embrace it, and I'll be letting them know like, y'all need me to, do that. I'm right here, so I'm not too far away.
Hey, well, good. I'll make notes of that for fantasy football. I'm gonna
All
make a
right,
note of
bet,
that.
bet,
Okay, right
bet,
there.
bet.
Obviously, a runner who gets better as the game goes on. Is there a mindset to that? Because obviously, you're bigger than the average running back, but still, there is something to wearing a defense down. Fourth quarter comes around. It's King Henry time. How do you have that mindset going in the longevity, the physical nature of a game like that?
Yeah, it's just crazy because I feel like that's how the game always went for me. Like, you know, get the tough yards early, or I might have a game where I get started early. But in the second half of the game is really when I get going. That's just how it's always been for me since I've been playing football, and I love it. Anytime I have the ball in my hands, I ain't never complain. I'm trying to make something happen every single time.
Yeah. Again, before I let you go, I want you to talk one more time about this awesome relationship you have with Pepsi and where can fans watch you rock again this badass gladiator outfit.
Oh yeah, definitely. It'll be aired. Well, the campaign is Make Your Game Day Epic to kick off the 2024 season. It'll be aired on kickoff, the night of the game. I know that the fans will love it, and Pepsi did a great job with this whole thing, Gladiator thing. I know the film will be great, and like I said, hopefully to kick the whole campaign off, I'll have a touchdown right before it's aired, and have the whole gladiator thing going.
No,
So yeah.
hey, I'm here in Kansas City. Come on, no touchdowns, no
Oh
touchdowns,
yeah, my
Derrick.
bad, my bad. Well, that's just my
No,
own
well,
approach to it.
hey, the Chiefs will try their best to keep you out, but who knows? You've had some pretty damn good success against them in the past. Derrick Henry, again, four-time Pro Bowler, Offensive Player of the Year. Derrick, really appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me, Sterling.